Today I'm here with Kieran from Brands International. We're going to be talking about wall paneling. Hi, Kieran.
Hi. Last time we saw a feature about the wall moldings. I'd like to introduce a feature this time about the panels.
Let's see it together. Thank you for the feature, Kieran. Kieran, there's a lot of different styles and panels here today. First of all, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Are these indoor or outdoor panels?
They're both. We have a selection of both indoor and both outdoor. Some of the panels which have an applicability by being painted.
Okay.
Such as those at your side and these. And in fact, we have a panel here which was painted at a later stage, something which starts off as a white raw finish, which is then painted up to the client's needs and type of color.
I'm seeing as well there are some wooden finishes here. So the wooden finish is installed in that finish. It arrives actually in that finish.
Yes.
So it's either a wooden finish or a painted finish. The paint goes on after the installation or it arrives in its color?
Good question. We have projects where the paint, most of them are going after they are installed.
Like when you paint a wall. First you finish the wall and then you paint it.
That is the concept. The concept is to paint them base. If you have a white here, which isn't a finished white, you finish in the white which your walls are. So if you have a type of grey and you have a feature one and a plain grey, you finish in the same type of grey, which is coherent and seamless. That is the point.
Can I ask you about the size of the panels? I mean, as in installation, how is it installed and what sort of lengths are we talking about? Because I'm someone who hates seams.
Good
Do you get seams here? No?
So the idea of most of the panels that we source is to avoid that type of seam. We have panels which, for the outdoors, for example, range up to 3 meters.
Wow.
So that should avoid a particular seam. We have panels such as the Orac, the core ones, which are 2 meters or 2 meters 60. A seam usually is bound to happen when you have a high rise, a high wall. However, the special glues that they are fixed with get to a point where as soon as there's an interconnection between one and the other, there is a sanding process which goes through by our installation team, although it's a DIY product as well, which you can hardly spot it.
So that's great because a client can literally buy the panels and install themselves.
Definitely.
Or we can go through a complete process where you've designed, you've sold the product and you've actually installed it too. Precisely. That's always a great plus. I'm seeing some moss on the table and I'm looking at a photo behind you, Kieran.
Yes.
That's interesting. Tell me about the moss.
So, I mean, not everyone is ready to go for these type of 3D panels. There are some people which want to bring the outdoors in.
The green walls.
The green walls, which gives a sense of nature, which gives us actually a product which eliminates toxins in the air as well. It is a real moss wall. It is a moss wall which can be combined with different pigments, a lighter shade or a darker shade. And as you can see behind me, this is a local commercial project which we have done based on a custom design, which then it is up to us, our technical team, to see whether it goes directly on the wall, onto a plywood board with the cutouts for the electrical sockets.
Very
and all
interesting.
That is why we offer as well consultancy at the shop.
Is that an indoor product?
This mainly is an indoor product, although we as well supply outdoor.
Okay, very, very interesting. Today we're talking about these wall panels in different finishes. We had the wood effects and the different variations which can be painted, also installed by Brands International. I'd like to thank you, Kieran. Thank you for your time, and thanks once again for Brands International.